Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back once again to the Push Pass F1 podcast. It is good to be back, and it is with a banging race weekend coming up. Mr. Reef, how are you feeling, my friend?
Good, mate. I've missed the pod. I mean, I've been
Well, yeah, because
missing in
someone's
action.
decided to be going gallivanting.
Yeah, I know.
How was your travels, your
It was
journeys?
class. It was class. But I tell you what, I missed push to pass. It was at the forefront of my mind while I was sipping beer.
Boo! Not allowed to say that.
It's a PG show.
Yeah, so Brazil this weekend, it's probably, I think we both agree, the best track on the calendar, and probably going to be the best weekend. I think there was hints it might rain.
If it rains a little bit, I'll be excited. If it smashes it down, I'll be a bit annoyed.
Nah, last year was fun.
I just think heavy. I mean, we talked about it loads, but heavy rain just kind of ruins F1 races these days, and it's going to be such a good title challenge that I kind of want it to just be dry, so it's all fair.
Or maybe like a wet sprint, because this weekend is a sprint weekend, if people didn't know. Maybe like a wet sprint.
Mm.
The one thing I do not want a wet quali.
No.
Because like last year, I remember, I think they had to push it back because they couldn't finish it in time. And the weather was just that bad that like cars were literally not making it to the race. But yeah, other things to note this weekend, obviously, the GOAT, Gabriel Bortoletto, his home Grand Prix.
Yeah, that's exciting. I hope he gets like a really big warm welcome.
Where will be last? Mexico. I think Ted Kravitz or Crofty said they were speaking to some of the South American journalists, and like pretty much all of Brazil is just rooting for Gabi.
That's class. I love that.
They're very patriotic. Well, they did it for Franco last year, didn't they? And he's not even Argentinian. And they were going,
Yeah.
no, he's not even Brazilian. They were going mental for him.
Yeah, they do get behind their own, but I mean, there hasn't really been like a good Brazilian. I mean, obviously Massa in his heyday, but what have we had? Felipe Nasr.
We had Naza, we had Senna, Bruno,
Yeah.
who was Nish. We had any of the Brazilians?
Not in F1. I mean, there's
No.
been like in the lower.
Yeah, there's been like Drogovic and stuff. To be fair,
Oh my god, I completely forgot Drogovic is Brazilian.
Well, Felipe. What do you think he
Yeah,
was?
it's poor from me. Yeah, completely forgot.
Yeah, Brazil is. I think it's great to have a class Brazil driver back because, like, growing up, like you said, Massa was like. Don't get me wrong, he wasn't the best on the grid, but he was one of.
And I think Massa's a strange one because as Brits, we were kind of told to not like Massa
Yeah, because the
because
whole
of like
Hamilton.
2008.
Yeah,
But otherwise, I think he was quite well liked, especially after his injury. People admired him.
if I'm right in saying when we did our underrated drivers, I think we both put him top 5
Yeah,
because I think he was unluckily taking a championship away from him. And
underrated, overhated for sure.
oh yeah, 100%. And I think he's got a court case for that quite soon.
Yeah, he's active.
Because
Active now.
he's not very happy about it, is it? Other stuff coming in this weekend. We have had some head loss from McLaren once again. Shock surprise. Zach Brown has said that he would rather lose the Drivers' Championship than pick between Oscar or Lando.
We need to dissect that. We need to dissect that.
Let me find the actual statement because Sky Sports put it out on Instagram. But what I've taken from it is it's a very happy family answer.
I think it's a brainless answer. I think what a crock of rubbish that is. I just where's like the competitive spirit? Like this is elite sport, and the way that they're like the way that he's going on, it's like it's everything is supposed to be given to them. Like they've been the best all year, so they are going to win it. And if they don't, does he realise that one of them has to lose? Because it feels like he doesn't.
I've just read the entire statement. So Zach Brown was on the Beyond the Grid podcast, which I think is run by F1 themselves. Or was that Sky Sports one? He said, we're well aware of 2007, 2 drivers tied on points, one gets in the front, but we've got 2 drivers who want to win the World Championship. We're playing offence, we're not playing defence. I'd rather go, we did the best we could with our drivers tied in points, and the other beat us by 1. Then alternatively, telling one of our drivers right now, when they're 1 point apart, I know you have a dream to win the World Championship, but we flipped a coin and you don't get to do it this year. Forget it. That's not how we go racing. If 2007 happens again, I'd rather have that outcome than any other that involves playing favourites. We don't do that.
Like...
The game's never been more gone. I'm sorry.
It's really, really rubbed me up the wrong way. It's like, I don't know why, but I'm really triggered by it. Because I just think...
I understand, right, from a team point of view, you've won the constructors, so theoretically winning the drivers does not make the slightest difference to you, right? But also, you've got two drivers who are probably going to... They're probably... This is going to be their best chance in their career to win a world championship. Like, they're never going to have an open goal this far. And you still haven't... You've left it to, 4 or 5 rounds, and you're still going, but yeah, one of them could win it, so we don't want to prioritise the other one. Even if you just said... Even if he came out in that statement and said, we're not going to pick one, but we don't want to lose the world championship. He should have just come out and said, we're not picking favourites, full stop. Instead of going, but if we've done our best, and then we can look back at it and go, do you know what, team, really good job.
It's crazy. I just think... And like you said, okay, the constructors is done. They've done their job. Yeah. But even that should be even more so then. Just let him go. Like, he's lying to himself and to everyone else if he doesn't care if one of his drivers doesn't win the championship, in my opinion. I think the drivers is more important than the constructors.
Yeah, especially from a position like McLaren when you haven't won a world title since like 2008.
Yeah.
So and it's quite obvious to see, and it's no shadow of a lie, Zak Brown does not like Max Verstappen. We saw that last year. And if theoretically, if it was George or Lewis or Charles or something, I think you could look at that and go, yeah, fair enough. There's no sort of resentment there. It's just, you could turn around and say, fair play, end of the day, best man won. But it's just the smugness Max will have if he does win the world championship. Because again, McLaren have been too soft and just absolutely blown it away.
You're right. I think if he wins it this year, he has every right to go over there and laugh in their faces, because he was in no position to even be in the conversation that he could win it this year.
Can you imagine if he does that?
Mate, he should have been dead and buried 4 races ago. I can't believe that it's still going on. I really do think if they had managed it better, we wouldn't be in this situation. But now, I mean, we'll talk on Mexico, but I think Oscar might have lost his head.
I think he has to get a result this weekend. Otherwise, Lando is title favourite.
100%.
But he's also been saying that apparently he's having to drive the car a bit differently. Whether that's just driver PR, I'm covering my own back.
Piastri?
Yeah.
I would imagine that's surely got to be PR at this stage.
I don't know, because I think Andrea Stella said something about they running their tyres and suspension differently, or something weird.
My argument to that is, why would you do that when you're 16 rounds into a season, probably more, and you're 1 and 2 in the championship? Why change anything?
Would you put it past McLaren, though?
I wouldn't put it past them, but to me that sounds like Piastri's clutching at straws, doesn't have a clue what's gone on, and McLaren are backing him.
I don't even think it's a case of Oscar is having an absolute nightmare. I just think he is just struggling for pace. When we were very critical with Lando, because Lando had a tendency to put it in the wall. Yep. Or he'd make a mistake where he's damaged the car, or he's missed Q2 or something.
Yeah. Anything
like that. But with Oscar, it just feels like he's doing the bare minimum of what we'd say is, yeah, fair enough, it's an okay weekend. He's not having a howler. He's not finishing 8th, 9th.
Not far off, though, at the same time.
Well, he finished in Mexico 5th. He should have finished 4th, really.
He qualified, what, 7th?
Yeah.
It's not great.
Didn't he qualify 8th? I think he qualified 8th, but...
And I'm going off... If this was Lando Norris now, who was struggling, put it in the wall at Baku, hasn't really outscored his teammate since 4 or 5 rounds ago, we would be ripping you-know-what out of him.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So I feel like we've got to kind of keep that for Piastri, even though I think everyone knows we like Piastri a lot. It's not a good look
No,
at the minute.
I think we said it last week. Not last week, not last episode. I think we spoke about how you have to treat them the same. You can't. We've been very quick to praise Oscar and very quick to be harsh on Lando. And when it comes the other way around, you have to sort of be the same. And Oscar is probably having a dip in form in the worst place possible.
And to me, that only means one thing. Well, it means two things. It means his confidence is low, and I think that is because the way that they've been managed. I think that's got to be the only reason why.
You think it's playing on his mind a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's been horrendous. The last leg of the season, the way that they've been played against each other. Of course, there's going to be an element from the media because there needs to be a narrative of you've got two championship fighters and they're both part of the same team. But it feels like the whole team, it feels very 50-50 to me. Like half the team
it feels like
is
two
Lando's,
sides.
half the team's Piastri's.
Yeah, it feels like there's two sides of garages. And I know
100%.
I know that sounds stupid because there is, but it generally feels like a team that is just split down the middle.
I 100% get what you mean, and I think the same.
It's just, who wins it from here?
I think Lando Norris is going to win it now. I do. I think the momentum's really shifted.
See, I really think Max is going to win.
I mean, this weekend, we've said this the last two, but I think this weekend really does tell all.
I think this weekend is if Max can leave Brazil with the gap under 30, so he's pretty much within a race result, then I think he will pretty much just be like, I have to win this.
Do you think he goes full on reckless? You know what? If it goes in the wall, it goes in the wall. But I've got to give myself the best chance.
This is where I think we might see a new version of Max, because Max has never really been the hunter, has he? He's always usually been. Even when you look at when he was with Lewis, he had that massive gap coming into it, and Lewis was bringing it back.
Yes.
So we've never really seen Max in a tight. There was a bit in 2022, but then he ended up walking away with it, and he won it with like 4 rounds left. But this is the first time we've seen Max being able to heaves 104 points back, and now it's 36.
I think he'll relish it as well. I don't think it's going to be something that he's not going to like. I think he's going to love it.
And I think he'll also love the fact that he can tell McLaren are at war with each other. He knows he can use that to his advantage. All he has to do in Max's mind is realistically, he just has to put pressure on them too. Because either they'll crack or the team will crack.
Yeah.
Imagine if you went back to the summer break when we did our mid-season driver ratings, and we were like, yeah, do you know what? Oscar Piastri's won the world title already, and now he's behind.
12 rounds in, I was like, you know what? This is unreal. What a season from him. It would take something special for him not to win it now. I really did have it signed, sealed, and delivered.
I think Lando has proved a lot of people wrong, me included.
Yeah, it's been a great season.
Oh, it's probably been one of racing wise, it's not been the best, but the narrative of it and everything is I'm all for it.
It really is a shame that the cars have let it down, to be honest. Just that they can't really race wheel to wheel.
No, but we got new regs, and we're in the last 4 races of DRS. Rest in peace.
That's crazy. DRS has been around basically my whole F1 fan life.
And now it's just X and Y mode, whatever it's called.
There's not many days where I can't... There's not many days I can remember where DRS wasn't about.
There's not many memories I can remember specifically. I got first introduced to F1 when I was 3. And
There we go. Episode 36 or whatever it'll be to wrap up the season. We'll do a funeral for DRS.
the DR. Someone actually made a TikTok, and this is the reason why I brought it up. I saw a TikTok and someone was like, at the end of the season, we're losing a really big member of the F1 community. And I was like, I can't picture anyone who actually, the team members leaving, and they were like, rest in peace to DRS. And I was like, I forgot that was even going.
Right, we should probably get on to previewing the race.
Oh, preview. I love Brazil.
Brazil's so good. So good. It's the perfect platform for a 3-way title challenge.
But I will stand on this hill. It needs to be the season finale.
It really does. It really, really does.
Like, remember the days of, like, a lot... Because Abu Dhabi, right, as a season closer, without probably Abu Dhabi 2021, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Brazil, our predictions are going to be so hard because I have no idea what's going to happen.
Mate, I don't have a clue, and I know you're going to ask me, your random prediction, and, mate, I genuinely don't know.
I just want to say a quick shout out as well, because we missed last week. Quick shout out to Ollie Behrman, who pretty much mugged me right off.
He said he was going to be bad.
Well, no, I said I wasn't convinced by him, and then he went P4 and then he got a podium.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, I backed him as well, didn't I?
Yeah, you were like, and to be fair, I am starting to see the light a bit. I think I'm just I've got my Gabby Bortoletto lenses on.
Don't we all, brother? Don't we all?
Right, Brazil. It is the penultimate sprint weekend because I think Qatar is also a sprint weekend. So sprint qualifying tomorrow. We're filming this on Thursday, by the way. Sprint qualifying on the Friday night, and then sprint Saturday afternoon. Qualifying for the actual race is in the evening of Saturday, and the race is Sunday afternoon. Nice. Let's do sprint qualifying predictions.
Honestly, if we're speaking truthfully,
I have no idea
because I don't know what the weather's doing.
Do you want me to have a quick little gander?
You could give us a little clue.
Argos weather.
I can already tell you right now, while Max is searching that I've got a really good feeling about Hulkenberg this weekend.
Do you? That's brilliant.
I think Hulkenberg is going to be a live wire.
So the Met Office is saying Friday it's dry, Saturday it's a chance of rain, and Sunday it's pretty much guaranteed to rain. So we might have a wet race and maybe like a damp sprint.
Okay.
Right, my prediction of less than 10 finishers might actually come in.
To be fair, yeah. I could see it being quite a high... what's the word?
They call it a race of attrition, don't they? That's like the buzzword commentary.
Yeah.
Going back to your Hulkenberg point, though, he's historically quite good around Brazil.
Yeah, I think maybe that's why, like, subconsciously...
Although he did get disqualified last year.
But he's had a few... I remember he's had a few...
He got pole there.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
He got pole in the Williams.
Yeah, 2012.
Yeah, one of the early 2010s, 11, 12s. Yeah. That weird time where anyone could win a race. Right. This is a hard top three to predict because Interlagos, I don't know how any of the cars are going to perform. Ferrari seem to be somewhat quick now. I don't know.
We are so back. We are so back. I forgot about that. Lewis Hamilton pole.
Oh, God. He hasn't announced he's got a special helmet yet, because he usually does one, because he's an honorary member of Brazil.
Yeah, he will, surely.
Lewis Hamilton. Nope, that's about 8 million people called Lewis. Yeah, isn't he like an honorary citizen? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, he is. He's a citizen of Brazil.
See, that's just class.
They love him. They absolutely love him.
I don't really get why, considering he did steal a world championship from them.
That is true, actually. Maybe that's why Massa still has a bee in his bonnet. He's taken the people as well.
You nicked my title.
You took my fans.
You took my country. I will go with a Charles Leclerc P3 for the sprint. The absolute demon he is in qualifying. P2, I will go with Lando, and P1, I'll go with Max.
Sprint, I'm going to go with P3 Charles Leclerc.
Oh, nice food copy.
I'm going to go P2 Max Verstappen.
Don't switch it up too much.
I'm going to go P1 Lewis Hamilton.
Do if this comes in, right? Just to give people a bit of context, I'm actually going away this weekend, so I'm likely going to be watching like all the qualifying and stuff from a pub. And if it is right, if this does happen and Lewis Hamilton does somehow manage to get himself on sprint pole or actual pole, I might have to cry.
You need to send me a video of your reaction to it. I think for the sprint, I think he's going to. I've got a feeling Ferrari are back.
What are the betting odds for that? Surely that's got to be a punt.
Be a punt, but
I I remember when I did sidetrack. I did Silverstone last year, and I made a bet of like 4,000 to 1. It was like Hulkenberg, Colapinto, and like Gasly to get a podium. Oh, it's not loaded. Yeah, I can't see that happening. Wait, go right, run. Wait, how? What?
What do you mean?
You've got 2 Ferraris in the top 3, and a Red Bull. So what's happened to both McLarens?
4th and 5th.
Ah, right. 3rd and
I've got a feeling they're gonna. Ferrari are just back. Ferrari are back.
Do you know what's a point I've just thought of and I haven't realised yet? None of the top 3 have taken an engine penalty yet, have they?
I don't know. I don't keep track of that. I've got to be honest.
Well, no, because remember, like
14 to 1, by the way.
Oh well, check a favour on. Yeah, remember, like, was it last year or the year before? Max started like 3 races from like 15th because he kept having to take engine penalties, and like you usually see them, but we haven't. Yeah, you are mental. Give me your top 3 for the sprint, and if you say Lewis Hamilton wins, I'm quitting.
No, I think he'll drop like a stone. I've kind of made my. I've ruined this now. I'm going to go with P3 Lando Norris, P2 Charles Leclerc, P1 Max Verstappen.
Right, so Lewis Hamilton's just going to delete himself. I will go with P3. P3, I'll go. Do you know what? I'll give him his credit. P3, I'll go with Lewis. P2, I'll go with Lando, and P1, I'll go Max. I think Lewis is just very good at Interlagos.
Yeah, that was kind of my thinking, but then
no, your fanboy glasses came on, and you had rose tinted vision.
I had to rein myself in a bit, and realistically, I don't know whether I do think he can pull out a lap. I will say that
Interlagos is one of those places where, like, we saw K-Mag on pole literally like 2 or 3 years ago.
Mate, if you hold your breath, you can get a lap.
If you don't put it if you manage to keep it on the tarmac, especially if it's wet, you'll be fine. Right, actual qualifying for the main race. Are you going to go bold again and put Lewis Hamilton on back-to-back poles, or?
I'm not. I think for some reason I just think for the sprint he'd be a little bit more just gung-ho.
Yeah, makes sense. Fair play.
Is the word.
Cue the Gabby Bortoletto pole.
I think I think Max has got pole nailed on. I think Max will be the fastest across the weekend.
Yeah, I think it's a fair assumption.
But I do think Charles will be quick. We know he's got incredible 1-lap pace, so I don't think it's crazy to say he's going to be faster than the 2 McLarens.
Yeah, but it's going to be raining and it's Charles Leclerc, and he doesn't like rain.
True, he's a bit of a cat, isn't he?
I've never heard someone. Yeah, he's engaged now.
He is, yeah.
Really random.
See his bird's ring?
Yeah.
Mental.
Well, yeah, if you were a Ferrari driver and probably on about £80 million a year, you're not going to get some like 10 quid one year. So you've got Charles third.
No, I got Max first, Charles second, and we'll go Lando third.
Where does this McLaren like downfall come from?
I think you've got to think as well. It's got to play on the pair of their minds that this is their first title fight.
So you think the mentality is not going to be there?
Potentially, and I think Brazil. Everyone thinks, oh, Brazil.
Oh.
Never mind the 2 actually driving.
Yeah. I'm gonna go a bit interesting. This is qualifying for the actual race, isn't it?
Yes.
For some reason I thought we were doing race predictions then. Third, I will go with Lando. Second, I'll go with Oscar. First, I'll go with Max. This Oscar Piastri redemption arc is going to hit like crack.
I, for the life of me, I've been trying to think for the last 5 minutes what Oscar's like round Brazil. And I can't think.
I think he's pretty much hit the worst possible run to have bad form in, because he's pretty naff at all the tracks except Qatar.
Okay.
Right. And Abu Dhabi got killed by Max last year.
Yes. Oh, mate, my head was on Mars after that.
Yeah, I know, because you tweeted for like the first time in about 8 years.
I did. Yeah, I've deleted it now.
I was like, I just remember watching the race and it was just like notification from Reef Barker on Twitter. I was like, what?
Honestly, about 2 months later, I looked at it and I thought, I'll delete that.
Right, actual race predictions. Hit me.
If you want my general theme of the race,
Chaos.
I believe if it's raining, which looks like it might be, it will be chaos. But I think Max is going to have a firm grip. I don't think it'll. I think he'll bring it home.
Boring.
I know,
Boo.
but I do think for some reason I think it'll be P1 lock and then P2 down could be anyone.
I think we'll see a surprise podium.
Okay, I'd love to.
I've got a vibe.
Isaac Hadjar podium.
Hey, Gabby Bortoletto.
That would be amazing.
If he did, I think that would generally be like the best moment in probably the past 5 years.
Better than Hulk's podium.
Yeah, a rookie podium at Brazil in your home country.
True, it is up there.
Like, say if Nico got if we still raced at Hockenheim and he got a podium there.
You've got a point. You've got a point.
I got a
wouldn't
point.
argue it.
I will go Max P1. I think I pretty much agree with everything you said. P2, I'm going to go with Oscar. I think he's going to redeem himself a bit. And P3, I have got a hankering that a midfielder is going to be on the podium.
I like your thinking because I can tell that you think it's gonna rain, so Charles Leclerc won't be about.
Charles Leclerc might crash on the formation lap like he does every year in Brazil for some reason.
We haven't mentioned Mercedes once this podcast.
Yeah, because they're just nothing. They did nothing in Mexico.
Just remembered. No, but I think I back George.
No,
George.
it's too hot for them. That's mental to say about an F1 car.
No, I think I back a George actually in my prediction.
Do you know what? P3, I'm gonna go Fernando Alonso.
Never.
Yeah, run it back.
In what could potentially be his last ever F1 race. No, not what am I on about?
I was going to say, what's he going to do? Just
what am I on about?
Cross the finish line, yeah. Do you know what? I'm not doing the rest.
For some reason, I was in the mode that this is the last round. Because it's not like signed, sealed, and delivered that he's doing next year, is it really? I know he's contracted.
He's contracted. He just doesn't. He just hates F1 at the moment.
It's not all done, is it?
No, we need to talk about his retirement quickly from last weekend. Did you watch it?
Oh,
He got asked to swap position with Strolls, nearly spun the car out and just pulled into the pits and retired. They didn't even ask him to. He just started drifting and he was like, "Yeah, I'm done."
Fair enough.
I was thinking of Haas podium, but I don't back at Ollie Behrman enough just yet to keep it out of the wall in the wet.
Yeah, not in inclement conditions.
No, and Ocon I just don't think has a base.
If I remember, didn't he try to kill someone at Silverstone?
Yeah, I think he killed Lawson, I think. And then at Brazil last year when it was raining, he practiced for rallying and he stood in.
I don't think he's quite there with the wet yet.
Nah. Right, give me a random prediction.
My random prediction is, I said it earlier, but I do think Hulkenberg will be top 6 at the race. I don't think he'll be there in the weekend, but I think in the race, especially if it rains.
He'll just do his steady hands.
Yeah, you'll just blink and it'll go from lap 31 and he's 12th. And then lap 58, suddenly he's 6th.
He's 9th in the standings.
That's so impressive.
And he's pretty... to be fair, he's only 2 points ahead of Harjo. And 3 ahead of Carlos Sainz. I was going to say he's quite close, quite far ahead. But then Albon's got 73 points. What a boy. Race of Chaos. I'm going to go with... In the race, we will see more than 3 pit stops. I see a bit of a wet, dry type of scenario.
That would be good.
I love a race that's like that.
Yeah, because that really is the strategy.
Yeah, I don't like when it just goes. To be fair, even when we have a crossover wet, I prefer wet to dry, not dry to wet.
Yes, agreed.
Because wet to dry usually have more chaos. But if you go dry to wet, everyone's like, I don't want to put a wet tyre on.
Yeah.
Give me a biggest good surprise.
That Ferrari will be rapid.
Yeah, well, going from your predictions.
Yeah, and that is good. That's good for any fast Ferrari. We need a fast Ferrari. I think fans deserve to see a fast Ferrari.
Apparently next year they're going back for some weird new old suspension model there. They're going for like a push-pull joint, whatever it's called.
Hey.
No idea. I saw it on Twitter. Apparently it's the same system they used in like 2011 or something, or 2012. Yeah. Obviously like an updated version. They're not just taking it off the old car.
I was going to say, right, we're awful. Still not won a championship in Yonks. Wasting 2 drivers' immense talent. Do you know what we'll do? Yeah, we'll get a 15-year-old part.
We'll run it back to when we didn't win the title.
Yeah.
Biggest good surprise for me. I'm going to go with Liam Lawson. I can see a top 8.
I like Liam Lawson.
I think he's had quite an impressive resurgence.
I watched a really impressive video of him that Red Bull did, of him in a rally car.
Well, like recent or?
It was this year, I think they did it. But he just is. He's good. He's good. He's a good driver. He's just good at everything.
Yeah.
Seen him in DTM. You've seen him in Super Formula. You've seen him do all sorts.
Well, he should have been DTM champion, didn't he? We got
that was really dodgy.
Yeah.
Talking of dodgy endings, NASCAR.
Right.
Mental. That broke my feed, and I'm not even a NASCAR fan, and I'm so confused. You're gonna have to tell me like what actually went on.
Basically, and if I'm right in saying this, the way NASCAR works is it's not a championship sort of thing. You go like you'll have a race. I think they call it the playoffs, and then you go from like 12 drivers who can win, then it goes to like 8, 6, 4, and then you go to like this final race where like 4 drivers can win, and whoever wins that race wins the race. But the guy who lost it had won like 16 races, and he finished like 3rd.
Mental. I saw he's by far and away the best driver of the year, and I saw even worse. It meant that he got like less super license points, and he was supposed to be doing a test for a hypercar for wet. Yes. And he couldn't do it because he didn't get enough super points.
So the playoffs start with 16 drivers determined by regular season wins and point standings. These drivers battle through a series of elimination rounds across 10 playoff races. Each round cuts the field smaller until only 4 drivers remain to race for the championship.
It seems a bit ridiculous because it just discredits everything.
I've got quite a few friends who are in like oval racing in the UK, and like they're obviously big into NASCAR, and they're all saying like it's quite a joke. Like you can't really do a season off a tournament, if you get me.
Yeah.
You've got to have like one or the other. Really random tangent.
I know, but I just thought of it, and I thought, I know you like your American racing. I'm not as tapped in as you.
I hate NASCAR.
Fair, right.
IndyCar I like. I like IndyCar, and yeah, NASCAR's just driving left, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never really seen the appeal.
Do you know
I think watching it live would be fun.
Yeah, because they make like it's just American sport, innit? They make a day of it. Do you know what is growing on me is Australian supercars.
My dad goes to see it all the time.
It looks sick.
They're very aggressive. They're just
they
crash
just
into each other.
Yeah, they just chuck it in.
Yeah, but I've never really tuned in myself.
Nah, it's just one of those sports you just like. You'll see a thing of it on TikTok, and you're like, "Oh, that looks sick."
Yeah,
it just keeps coming up on my feed more. Where were we?
Let's get it back to open wheel.
Yeah, where were we?
We'd just done best good surprise.
Right, best worst surprise. Give me someone who's gonna have a stinker. There's 2 we haven't mentioned. You could be quite obvious with. Silver.
Mick.
Yeah. There we go.
Nah.
No,
I think George will have a good weekend. I don't know about Kimmy.
I think George will just have one of those weekends where he just doesn't do anything and ends up 4th.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, which it's all right.
Box down to George Russell.
I can't see. I can see. My vision's there. I can't
Just to
see
confirm,
Yuki.
Reef is not blind.
I can't see Yuki having a great race.
Nah, he'll be in that like 13th to 9th
That is
fight.
complete like BS. I don't know for sure, but I just can't. Like he's been closer. Saying that, where did he finish in Mexico?
I think 9th or 10th. Hey, he's going to IndyCar, so
Is that actually happening?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It was leaked. Well, the quote that I sent you was from a team owner in NASCAR.
That is a shame.
Yeah, because I remember when he first came in, everyone was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah, he finished 11th. He was battling with Bortoletto for 10th.
I just think he's not better than that because I don't want people to get angry. IndyCar's good, good standard of driver, but I don't think his time in F1 is over. I don't think it should be over.
People hailed Yuki as a world champion material.
Yeah, I think he's. I'm not quite sure world champion, but I think he's a good driver. There's places that he could have gone that he's better than people.
Aston Martin.
Could have gone to Aston Martin. He could have gone to Alpine.
Yeah, sure. There's still rumours of. Apparently, that's going to be sorted in the next few weeks. Alpine.
A team of him and Gasly is a very steady team, which
Well,
I think they probably need.
They showed it with AlphaTauri, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they were quite good friends.
I was going to say pre-existing relationship works for me.
Biggest flop, biggest worst surprise for me. I will go with Williams.
Why?
I just don't back them anymore.
Oh, you just don't like him.
No, it's not. They've had such a fall off.
Yeah, to be honest, I've not really heard much about him. I mean, Sainz in general this year has been quite disappointing.
The Sainz car literally stopped working in the pit lane the other day. He got he got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane and then drive through because his pit limiter wouldn't turn on. And it was like he kept jumping over. He was going to like 51, 52.
Yeah.
And he was literally saying, he was like, I can't do anything. And they're like, yeah, we've got to drive through. And he's like, oh, I give up. But yeah, I just don't back Williams. I think they'll have a good year next year, but
I think they're well paced to have a good year next year.
well, Paceler, well, that is all we have time for today on this episode of the Push to Pass F1 podcast. This has been our Brazilian Grand Prix preview, looking at all the news and all that schnaz. If you have liked, no, not if you have liked, if you're listening on Spotify, don't forget to drop us a 5-star and a follow. It's hugely appreciated. If you're listening on YouTube, give us a like, give us a subscribe. We love you all for a support. Thank you very much. Reef, anything to say just before we leave?
Bye.
Never do that again. I've been Max.
I've been Reef.
And this has been the Push to Pass F1 podcast.